So at this current point, my study is looking at the research question, how does an employer's perception of online degrees influence their hiring practices? There are two main sections in regards to the sources I am using for this study. As you can see up at the top, Zirkle, Johnson, and Lewis are the three main sources I'm using for definitions. And then in regards to employer perceptions, I have plenty sources. I'm referring to Allen, Siebold, Columbaro, Leonardopoulos, and Thompson. My proposal is a quantitative study which incorporates both the macro and micro level. At the macro level, we're looking at school district hiring processes, and more specifically, the human resource department. At the micro level, we're looking at potential employees. I didn't worry about the meso level because that's more specific in regards to the students in my understanding. I wanted to take it even further. So although I just mentioned the research question, I actually want to personalize it into the hiring practices specifically in the field of education and not just a broad, what does it look like to hire somebody with an online degree. This requires me to conduct some of my own research to look at how human resource departments view online degrees. So my thoughts. Like I mentioned, there's a decent amount of research already on employer perceptions, so that's why I decided to personalize my project. I'm going to reach out to multiple school districts in hopes of receiving input from the various human resource departments. I'm hoping to be able to contact my own human resource department at the school I currently work at, as well as a school I used to work at and a few other schools that I have in mind. I plan on using a survey that correlates numbers, 1 through 6, with a scale ranging from strongly agree to strongly disagree. There are also 4 options in between there, including somewhat agree, somewhat disagree, or just agree. I adapted many questions from, and you can see Thompson's research article included right there. They actually did conduct a survey, and I plan on using a lot of the same questions and a lot of their same strategies, but more specifically with the human resource and educational field. So the theories I intend to use, I have not really focused on yet up to this point, although now that I have focused my research project more in one area, these two theories seem to stand out in regards to the different resources I'll be using. The first theory is the human capital theory. This has to do with investing in oneself and then a company investing in one's employee. So basically you can see the diagram over here. Education increases people's ability to add value, which increases productivity. So for example, you take a individual and you add skills, and their health, is at least average. And by adding the skills, they increase their productivity, which of course increases profits for the company, which then increases the wage that employee has the potential to earn. Now, in regards to this specific research project, that would have to do with the fact that every employee applying for the job, especially to be a teacher, clearly has a degree from a higher field of education. What it comes down to is, how does the human resource department really look at this degree? Do they look at it as equivalent to that of a degree where a person was sitting in a classroom, or is it, how is it perceived? The other theory, the other primary theory that will be employed during this research project is the theory of credentialism. Basically, it's the concept of you hold a degree, you get a job. Employers rely on credentials. Now, with this research project in particular, this is a very interesting theory because not all human resources departments, I'm hypothesizing that not all human resource departments are going to look at the 2 degrees as equivalent in terms of an online degree versus a degree where a student was in a traditional classroom setting. So even though they may have the same quote-unquote credentials, do the schools actually look at it that way? And the other concept in terms of the theory of credentialism is the idea that basically requiring degrees, upping the ante for specific jobs. So you can't be a teacher, or you can't maintain your certification without obtaining a master's degree. So that's kind of that concept of credentialism. You're not going to be able to be a teacher without that higher level degree. And how does that correlate in regards to getting a job? Where does your degree come from? Does that decide on whether you get hired or even considered for a job? And so that's what I plan on looking at. These are the theories I plan on employing, and I'm looking forward to conducting this research and hopefully having a study or a mini study ready for the end of the semester.